more than a dozen agencies have had their workers reinstated, so they're technically still employed by the federal government. However, they're not able to just pick back up and continue their work. All of the current fired workers that were reinstated due to judgments against the Trump administration were placed on leave immediately after being reinstated. Now, many of these workers were in a probationary status, which means they could be fired for really any reason that the federal government chose to use in order to get rid of them. But obviously, with everything that the Trump administration is doing, the courts are having to weigh in to see if this was a legal move by the administration. Now, there's actually been quite a few protests pop up at national parks over the over 1,000 employees that were fired that were part of the National Park Service. And this isn't even to factor in the compliance side of things, because when you have over 18 agencies with thousands and thousands of workers that have been fired and then reinstated, there are compliance things. There are training that you are legally required to give those employees while they're being paid by the federal government. And if those training lapse, then you're not following the law of your agency, and the people in charge there could get in trouble. And of course, this all stems from the aggressive push by the Trump administration in order to shrink the size of the federal government. And this whole limbo of you're hired, you're not hired, you're fired, you're not fired, is just, I think it's just bad for everyone involved. And while I do want to see the federal government be reduced in size, I also feel bad for the people that are losing their jobs that they probably were really happy and really enjoyed, that they're now just no longer going to be able to go to.